Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Imperator Rome, in which I will say that, as you saw on the map on the previous episode, I would just say that we're starting to run out of room to expand. And since we basically passed through, we're long past the halfway point of the game, I would say. And now it's going to be entering into a period of epic and deadly wars. But that time could be coming soon. We don't know when exactly, but we will know more. Alright, here's the situation. Our ally Judea has expanded into the Sinai region. Sinai province. Yes, you got it correct. There's differences between provinces and regions. Egypt, the formerly great power, has, well, still trying to make gains. As the Egyptians are fighting against Mundia. I mean, Egypt is the aggressor of the war. But they have not taken their objectives. But they're still fighting it. The Greco-Persian Empire, as I will be calling it, because it may be Persian, but it's ran by Macedonian Hellenics. And that dynasty is going to remain so. So it's good to know that there's an area that is largely Hellenic, with the native Iranian faith. Zoroastrianism has been reduced. That's one thing, but to see Hellenic throughout, that means, you know, one would think if we were to expand in those areas, we would have no problems dealing with the population. Except we appeal to those people who are, you know, who are mostly of a Phrygian origin. Actually, Phrygians are here. What you're looking at, Cappadocians and Paphlagonians. And, of course, when you deal with the Persian Empire, you're also dealing with Parthia and Bactria. A local power despite this many territories? I mean, that's a satrapy. So they pay them big. That's the reason why they got a very good income compared to ours, which we were just finished road building here. Which you told this man to finish the road building project that started from Sparta up through Megapolis, Argos, Corinthos, Megara, Athens, Thebes, Lamnia, Phasalos, Larissa, all the way up to Pella. And we may consider just building the road a little bit more to Ephesus. And that'll be it for the road project. And also, we were considering, well, since the Persian Empire is going to keep making gains, even though they have no more casus belli against the Antigonid Kingdom, and I thought about finishing off the remnants of the Antigonid Kingdom by taking all of this, as well as its enclaves that are in Phrygia region. Because, you know, we never fully, you know, taken it all over. Now we start making money again. Well, continue the road work, boys. Just a little bit of this, alright? Yeah, let's just finish that road building project of a highway that connects from there to Thebes. And then we'll see too if we can expand to the Antigonid Kingdom before anyone else does. Because this is free real estate to take, one would think. And we will soon no longer be trading with the Antigonid Kingdom, but I'll take anything for it. Plus our aggressive expansion is getting lower and lower faster, so it'll be much easier for us. So we'll start moving some of the armies in to mobilize. There. Work here is done. Come on in. Head to Ionia. Work your way up to the border. Seems they've given up on that area. Of course, that would mean if we fight against the Antigonid revolt and the subsequent kingdom, it'll be another easy war for us. But there'll be other enemies to watch out for. Very well skilled. But you got low statesmanship. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. The cavalry will be stationed over there. They'll be the home guard to defend Thrace from against what's left of Macedon and of them. But they're currently in the middle of war right now. They're at war with the Antigonid Kingdom. I think it would be a lot faster to deal with the revolt first, and then the loyalists, and then that's it, no more Antigonid. Not enough unless you befriend them. But there are reasons. It's the aggressive expansion a little bit. Alright, start going down. We're sending off almost all of our forces here. This cavalry army is the one to defend Thrace, based on our past experience. How the hell did you get that area? Did you sell territories? Did Byzantium sell territory to you, or I don't know. Unless they depopulated and it was recolonized. I don't know. Well, here's an idea. Not only Antigonid revolt, but the Notice itself is both the same war, so why not both? Oh no. Head of the family is deceitful. That means he's going to be hard to please. Because he's got that much power base. But however, he has... Oh, he's going to be dying out fast. Wouldn't worry too much. So we're mobilizing all of our forces to move up there. If that means you too. You got a port somewhere? This is just to drop you off, to get him from behind. You know you're a sizable lot. We'll start the conflict very soon. And this army of Gordian, they're the ones to, you know, pick up the pieces. Should do reinforce them. Come back. Oh, what are they doing out here? Who gave us the right to access them? Make sure that he is our guest. Out! Australian fleet. Is that their entire fleet? No, that's half of their fleet. Okay, they're no longer interested, so... Oh, we're about to get them trapped. But they're currently exiled. Send a fleet to Egypt, knowing that they are allied with the revolt. This is to prevent them from attacking Judea, nor sending any ships to Greece. They have a sizable fleet. And we have the best admiral around. Which, surprisingly, he's doing alright. And plus, you know, he's our only Zoroastrian in the army. In the military, I should say. And please remember, ladies and gentlemen, that we also have a Cyrenaica, that's going to be integrating into the Hellenic League because they've been our client state for long. So I thought it's about time for them to join, since we do have an established presence in the region. Let me see. What are we getting in the future? If I was to have a large amount of money, save it for the war score cost. Not interested in any of those. So the war is about to begin. While mind you that the Roman-Carthaginian War is still ongoing, which the Carthaginians started, but they failed to take the objective. which means Rome is likely to occupy this area, and possibly parts of Sicily if they keep it up, or even release the Antitled League. But the Carthaginians are more content in making gains in the Thrace area. That's why I kept saying. But they have not made it to Carthage itself, Carthago. So, that is our plan. Don't bring Judea in this, as they're finally getting some manpower. But they should not be standing to on this area. Phoenician, Hellenic. Strange. But again, this is our only ally of the region because of Egypt, and not so much on Persian Empire, as they don't plan on expanding anywhere anytime soon. But if they do, I would say they're likely going to go for Iberia, as well as Arcosia or Armenia. They'll likely pick on smaller countries. So, no doubt, this next conflict that we're about to get into will be the end of the Antigonids, even though there will be a small remnant living there, but I believe it's going to get swallowed up by Persia and others. Right, let's begin. What is the main objective? What would be ideal? Hold on. Shut up! I don't want to talk to you. Anyways, what's the main objective that we should take from them? This is the most reasonable. Just give me all of Messia. Client state, Iberia will be part of it. Sidon will be there. And Colchis. They're still around. I did not know they have a foothold over there as well. Imagine if we actually send our troops over there and capture Colchis region. Even though Persian Empire has a bit of a presence in this area, making gains on this area. What do they offer? Lots of wine and some base metals. Seems valuable. And yes, they're at war with us too. So it's a lot more than we bargained for. But don't call Judea in. Move in. You have the honor to take the city. You are to take care of the little areas. Even though you're the one without an army. And the capital is there. We'll get these two down. I'm sure our allies will take some of that for the rest of the way. They'll be on standby. So I assume the first incident's about to happen here. Since they're going that way. Follow them. Before we'll have to take care of the Egyptians. At a much later time. That's one. Our feudatory subjects will definitely assist us, as it always has been. You're going up against the best army out of all? You must be mad. Silence. Made the right call. Used to be a lot of forts in Pergamon, but not anymore. Those days are gone. Guess we can't catch them. They're gonna remain in exile for long. But we'll soon begin the blockade of Egypt. I think we shall let them go. Probably gonna go all the way back. So, in other words, join the assistance of the blockade of Egypt. Let no fleet. What are you doing? Don't do that, Anaximandros. You got a son to raise. Although things aren't looking good for him. Although he's a scholar, not a military man by any stretch of imagination. No way you could take them all on. But just in case you'll be stationed there, since we've committed both our fleets there. Oh, there they are. They're moving this way. Part of the reason why we say don't let them, even though there's only one way out of that gap. So we can't cover all bases. Shoot, they already got out of there. So that's our objective. This is to don't let Egypt intervene. We can't stop their navy, so they have free reign over the seas. And with this deal of expansion, I think it should be financially stable enough where we could create another entire fleet based on this model of having this many ships or this many ships. Like ideally 50 ships for a new fleet with every ship of its class. Oh, we're about to engage him here. Now they almost have no port to go home to. No clue on where did the Egyptian fleet go. But should anything happen, then we shall engage them. We need a replacement. This old man's going. Not him. Also, what are you? Oh, Drissian. Pick any of the 8. This one's more for the land. So not him. Either young Anaximandros, completely unrelated to my son. Who is a pro-Pontic Greek. $18, $20. Oh, both youngsters, huh? Pious, obsessive. Doesn't matter, pick one. The one who's least popular. Basically the new guy. He'll fight well. As an admiral. Gotta put that old guy in retirement. Sieges everywhere. Blocked all entry except for this one, unfortunately. I'm sure he's likely going to retreat to this area. So it's going to be your turn. All the way to its end. You are to take the capital. Hey, got any more elephants? No. What do we need? Pick any. Got any camels? Now we have camel cavalry if we wish to create an army that would have some camels. What the hell are you doing? Get going, get moving. Pick up the pieces. That's it for them. And we may possibly send a fleet to, I don't know, maybe establish a presence in Colchis to extend our reach there. We do not have the naval range, but acquiring that would further increase it and would be very beneficial. To establish a little colony there. But Colchian is the majority culture up there, even a little bit of Macedonian there. Mix of Hellenics and Armenics. We'll take it. We only need one volunteer army to head to Colchis. But beware. There's heavy ships out there. Not sure. Anyways, get to there first. Although you can outrun the big ships. So as we say, only one volunteer army. Because as far as supply limit's concerned, even for this one, not good. So we need a smaller army. Probably you. You're the one who's less skilled. But to be fair, you're an old, gouty man. Ah, we'll be fine. Just finish your siege. What the hell are you waiting for? Not going anywhere. They're going to be retreating all the way to its end there. So now I'll be stationed here. Also here too. waiting for pickup. It's quite a bit distant, but to fastest, there's that port there. But be aware, Colchis is our enemy too. It's a city-state with a small army. And these guys too. In fact, it's a pretty sizable road. They're from there. It's a migratory tribe. Where do they come from, by the way? Have they always lived there? They're Scythians, so they've always lived up there. Yeah, once you take it over, then we're gonna have to appoint a governor of Colchis. Though I fear that... No, the Persians do not have a quarrel with the natives there. But, the Ibero people, yes. They have successfully rebelled. We can improve relations and possibly make them a tributary. I'll do anything for expansions. Obviously, that war has not ended. But again, I do not desire an invasion against them yet. Unless I'm doing a mission of it, but I fear that if we do that mission line that involves the hospitable seed, that means we would also have to fight against Persian Empire. If we want to make those gains. They're not at war right now. That's laughable. Because we already improved relations with them all the way. Even if you prevent them and like them all the way, then it's not going to work better. But we're sending an army to Colchis, take it all over, make much gains as we can, and then, and only then, man, enough with the dens. Then we establish a colony there. Not to mention increase the naval range, so let's go get it. Let's finish them all while they sail their way over here. As I was saying... Okay, you've taken it all over, so... Yeah, that's all the land. So, get down there, in case you're needed. For a possible front. If one gets away on that unenclosed blockade. Army is gone. But they're not fully eliminated. Because we're sending an army to Colchis. Oh! At least we're bypassing them. He went to go get the rest of his friends. I think they realize what we're up to. It would be most wise if you take that port immediately before they get to you. You'd be willing to, but... I'd rather have used tribute. How about this? Maybe clients say it would be a good idea and then integrate them. Because I really want whole control of the inland areas. So, I don't think it hurts for me to make it a client state since we're already integrating with one down there. So come on, hurry! That means war's over. Yes, Rome has made gains. And they even established a presence in Sicilia. Still a client state. Rome still has control of the Thrace and part of Macedonia. And not to forget Moesia. Now we are becoming increasingly concerned of Rome, as they do not like us in any way, shape, or form, but he's got many allies, which I would consider as too many relations. And it's probably that many allies is what won him the war, even though it's all a bunch of little states. Stone is what we lost. So, for the time being, get stone from Carthage. Just in case. We already fabricated a claim at Tarentum, now Lucania. For now, fabricate all claims that relates to the Magna Graecia region. Tarentum, Lucania, Apulia, Campania, and Calabria. Preparing for a possible future conflicts with Rome. There's that bastard fleet again, but remember, your job is to stop them. Take a damage. In fact, is that their whole fleet? Yes. As long as they do not transport troops out of Egypt, we'll be alright. Now begin to make your landings. Take that port so we can land our ships in. Judea, what are you up to? Oh, you're taking over Sidon. Okay, we'll let you in. It's just a city-state. But you needed to establish presence there. They're heading to their only port. Whatever you do, don't let them leave. Persian Empire is building a fortress here. Now they really care about that turf. Oh my goodness. At least we're preventing the fleet from ever leaving, so you got them there. So you got that under control now. New assignment. We did our job. It's supposed to prevent the fleet from leaving, but we found a fleet, they're in port, and we're preventing them from leaving. That is blockading, my friends. So they're never going to break out of it. Check the army. What does it consist of? Lots of light infantry, plenty of camel cavalry, some heavy infantry, some light cavalry, and some heavy infantry, light infantry, excuse me. Looks like 80, alright. Now where are they gonna go from here? Food situation like here. So after you take this fortress, and then that, then it'll be much, well then and this. Then we definitely establish control. This is going to go to the Hellespontus to make sure that fleet does not leave. Egypt is intervening in some other war down there. So that's where the armies are going now. They're not coming to our front. Which is why we built these fortresses in the first place. One here, one there, and another there. These are obstacles for the Egyptians to deal with. You see, I have the foresight of the ground and whatnot. Also, yeah, we'll take you in as a client state. Since we're already integrating with one, so... Oh, excuse me. I'll let you know first thing, next month. Got it. So it's part of their territory too, but we don't want to expand it up there yet. It's not part of the Caucasus area that we want to control. This area has to be taken next, and then one more fort after that, then that's it for them. And we'll probably send Boeotian colonists here. I highly doubt we'll integrate these people, but it depends on the population numbers. That's pretty large, actually. It's a mix of cultures and Scythians. One of the Scythian tribes. Guaranteed by Persian Empire. Pirate heritage. Democratic Republic. A what? A pirate republic? To be exact. But again, piracy was their heritage. It's just how it works. Don't take it too literally. Again, we've taken over all this area, so return to base. Our fleet's in position. why you gave them access, but that's beyond me. Well, we could send this other fleet over for relief. Like, if we want to send more reinforcements, probably this one in particular. Checking the army weights. Give me a lot. Because I don't know how long I don't think they can last another siege after this one. It's a level 2 fort. What was the level of this one? 1. It's a settlement. So this is 2. We're gonna have one more after that. So I think we need another army over. So we're sending them over here. Get your running sandals on. Besides such expected to be a patron of the arts, artistic depictions of the cement legitimacy in the eyes of the people, styled in the manner of popular gods and heroes. These sculptures, paintings, and murals are often worth a hefty price. Oh, no, thank you. This is a frivolous expense. He was our best general. Well, I guess you, since you're going to be loyal, you're also a tactician, which is good. Age finds us all in the end. Even the priests and surgeons shake their heads when confronted with the inevitable decline of the human body. As Cassandra, Nurse the Demon, Ithilderos is finding out, she may not have much time left. She has dementia now. 73. Her health is declining fast, so no doubt after the war, by then, Maximandros will take over. Not too popular, but he's gambling, and he has another child. Only has one son who, oh, the bases aren't looking good for the chance that they grow. Says his chance, but the chances aren't looking good for him to be of anything. Just in case. Get on board. I'm going to assist them on the siege for this final area to take. Then the Antigonid Loyalist army will finally be finished. Safe travels. Was Pretender. Friend of the governor of Macedon. Got taken. Whole nother turf to control. So after you take these 3 areas, then end the war right then and there. unknown territory to us. He was the researcher. Marsh. But they arrested him. Now I have dysentery, which hastens the decline of me. I do not desire to seek any treatment. It's an Anaximandros time. Right. In that case, head to here. While you finish these two. You got food now. Deal with them soon. They just want to have that area. Okay. They're still our ally no matter what. We will begin peace negotiations soon. One last bit of territory. I was aware that Egypt was taken at siege. I saw it, but it's already in the war at this point. But wait a minute, Macedon. The Antigonid revolts no more. Well, there's them now, but it's not going to be much of that at this point. Plus, what does Macedon have to do with anything? Does that mean? Oh boy. Perhaps we ought to get down to Egypt sooner rather than later. Except it's going to take a while to bring them over here, back there. Especially with the danger of a Kherson. Especially that we have to deal with their army now. Led by Menelaus. Steadfast. Secret pit fighter. Former slave. Man's got a life. What is Bosporan? So this is where we will begin negotiations. As there's almost no more Antigonids left, so this is gonna really kick up the aggressive expansion. So these small bits, that's one. Oh dear. Oh, and this bit too. Anything else? I mean, I had interest in the Colchis region, but I think this is really going to kick up the aggressive expansion. Yep. Making great gains. Now, if we've exceeded that limit, 1 second. Damn it, where is it? Reduce war score cost. Look again. They'll say no to it, just barely. Okay, we'll stall a bit at a time. Let's deal with those forces now. Now that you're over there. Get up there! Stop that. We have an increase in Persian traders and merchants visiting our cities. From the borders all the way to Thebes, bringing exotic wares and goods from afar. They have gained some fame and reputation among their own citizenry, carrying a surprising amount of wealth with them. We could simply take what they have and be rid of them, or this would be an opportunity to improve our relations with our neighbor. Of course, flourishing trade relations. I would go for that. I don't even think about the other option. We're stalling for time here until they approve it. Give it another month, then we got it. But I don't like that huge increase of aggressive expansion because I just had an interest in this area, as I never had claims to it. So I thought this would improve the naval range. This would be a good colony. Though I could do it with only 2 fortresses. Are you doing anything? Samaria has freed itself and is now allied with Judea. They got their own local ally now. They did successfully take Sidon. This one's still a tributary. They'd be willing to transfer. I don't think there's going to be much of an Antigonid Kingdom anymore after all this. What's Rome up to? Nothing. Oh, we don't have access here. Oh, you keep going this way. You head that way. At least defeat them in a battle, in a major battle. Now we have it, but we got a battle coming up. Now we're coming to beat him up one more time. Even though this is not related to this war score at all, so we can just end it right here, right now. But now let's have a little bit of shot of glory, and it's just to even the score with them. Wrong tactic, but we're beating them. Hang on. There's no war goal, is there? Fought over war goal. Well, it's just the inherited war, right? Not necessarily inherited. They were allied with them before with the Antigonid revolt, but they're finished now. So go for it. Hang on a sec. Aggressive expansion change. It's change, not impact. There's a difference. So even if you do get it, but at least the change in reduction like this would go down faster. So we'll have to accept these terms. This is very much expansionist. Which again, this is just to prevent Persian Empire from making any more Western gains. And the Antigonid remnant will be over there, which the Persian Empire or whoever is going to finish them off. So they'll be fallen to irrelevancy. So let's end that. These are my terms. Banish those class, put the rest to the sword. This is to get rid of the aggressive expansion. Find the best way to do so. Another huge gain. Yeah, sorry couldn't get you in a client's daytime. Forgot about you. So now we have to appoint 2 governors. Now hold the phone here. Bring this fortress down. This area is to have a fortress because it's got a city. This will keep because we have borders with them. Apparently it's a small city. Hardly anybody living there. But Hellenic League needs to be at peace, so... For the governor of this region, you're not corrupt, but you're arrogant, which could be a problem. Oh no, I'll go for this young man. He's harsh. Add more slave output. Local population growth will be reduced here. You know, give it to him. Lithuania. Negadors. It's your place. So, unfortunately, the aggressive expansion is so high that at least we'll reduce it. And I already made all the gains that I want, but we just can't call for white peace. And what do they want if they wanted to release and they want this land? So I guess that's what the war is going to be about then. It's going to be shifted to the North African front if this keeps up. So we may have to... Okay, again, we still have an ongoing conflict here. Which these guys give them access to. But they're spent. So if I was you, you're going to be the only army stationed there. The other is to return. We don't desire to expand anymore. You're to defend our newly won gains here. Oh, what the hell is... Philemon? Plotting quietly again. Shaking my head at you. But he's almost done, so let him finish. Unruly Phrygia. Which we can make him more loyal to us by having a decision. Like, say... Again, what area? Galatia. Does it say? It is part of Phrygia, but it's too disloyal. It's his responsibility. Oh, also failed to mention these other culture groups. Go by culture name. The cultures. How many people are there? Are they majority of this region? It cannot be ignored. Well, they're not too happy with us because We annexed with them. Mias Salissa. Pretty sizable, but not enough to be. At least the other armies committed to the Western Desert Front, but they're waiting. While our fleets will be keeping an eye in case they try to break through, which they will not. So how long are we going to drag this war on for? So we'll have to prepare our deployments for the North African front. Again, our priorities. This is to protect Thrace. We'll leave at least 2 armies behind to protect here and send the rest to here. And that army that's going to be leaving is going to be one of those participating. You'll be stationed here to keep off any of these incursions. But please get some food first before you leave. There's plenty for all of us. You could use a little more though. Just to make it go faster. There they go again. Killed them all. Wish we could recruit you because you're talented. But you can only do it if he was my friend, but obviously he's not any more likely to be able to get out. I'd like to see him try. I'll give him a chance. They're expanding again. So they're losing their sphere of influence. So this has gone independent now. So is this area. And they do not like us because of an extremely high aggressive expansion. And declined alliance. And a bellicose stance, which I'll change it back. Change it back to appeasing. Or faster decay. So the Saracen forces, which they will soon be part of the Hellenic League in 20 years' time, they're going to be retaking it for us. While we will begin we'll soon begin the, again, you're going to be guarding the border here. Just take your food and then take your leave. And we'll go pick up the rest. It's going to take a while. As we'll just pick, alright, which one of your forces in particular. And these new gains that we made here, we'll have to deal with that in peacetime. We can't change it. 75. Oh, you dropped them off here. Now you're gonna have to ask Persian Empire for access. Good luck with that. Next time, build a road to there, since we have a habit of going there. In fact, switch places right now. To your usual post at Gordian. Which one of these armies is going to be going to I'm in front. These two. And plus that too. I believe your food is good enough, so let's get on out of here. You are to make a stop and let us. They will remain. We'd taken it, but they were scared of off. Still got a bone to pick with them. Not interested. Slowly dying out. They're going to be taking that fort again, but can they go to Antigonid? Also, where is Macedon? They have no navy. Well, actually they do, but it's... Where is their fort? It's got 5 territories, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they still have a navy somewhere. Oh. You just finished your war before I even had a chance to accept your call. Okay, stop this stupid nonsense. Bribing you this once. If I see you become disloyal again, I'm putting you on trial, alright? Giving you this one last chance to turn this damn government around. Giving you a harsh treatment. Okay, you're gonna make a brief stop here, then we'll begin sending forces here. Even though it's gonna take at least, well, 3 armies. He was governing that region. That's become rather important to us now. Okay, which one? A proud governor? Which adds up to the fort defense. Less commerce or more public school. Give us him. Have added more fort defense since that place is becoming a new conflict zone. That place is lost again, but the real question is, are they advancing? They are not. They're more content with going that way. Unless they're going to take a bit of that, then they're going to go turn around and advance further inland. Well, we can't know that unless we have eyes on again. And some of the other forces are moving inland. Are they landing in Memphis? Or where are you going? Some are in the Delta now. So that's definitely going to get their attention. Oh no, they're definitely advancing. We're moving in. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, let's actually stop this episode right here, because I want this episode to be mainly about taking the rest of the western half of Anatolia by taking over all of Asia, a little bit of Cilicia, Phrygia, Bithynia, And now we add Colchis as our future colony. So unfortunately one of our good generals will be stationed over there just to keep them at bay, while we will try to reduce the aggressive expansion unless, for some reason, we want to expand here. And we weren't sure about them, as they do have a cash spell against us, so they're not going to be friends then. So we'll probably deal with them in the future. But that war was specifically done to stop Persian gains. That's what it was for specifically. Rome is at war with the big tribe, so now they're fighting against the Illyrians. Are they mainly Illyrians? Yes, mainly Illyrians, which is all tribal country. While Carthage is, well, ready for anything. And thanks to our recent expansion, that adds up to the balance, so we may consider an expansion of both army and navy for future conflicts for the west against Rome and Carthage. Although we should be increasingly worried about Persia because of our recent expansion. But hey, you do the same thing too. But just to play it safe. But if war ever comes to here, then Judea will be there too. Should there ever be an outbreak between the Hellenic League and Persia. The Hellenic-Persian Wars. We would hate for that series of wars to become that. But for now, in the next episode it's about this defense here. Again, this is in actuality a continuation of a war 5 years earlier. But the war enthusiasm's out of medium. Allied forces have already moved in, but some other armies are already about to destroy them. While meanwhile, they're beginning to make gains by taking areas of modern-day Bardia and soon Tobruk, or Antipegros, the ancient Greek name of that area. And they'll be crushing the city, so we will begin deployment to the Western Desert Front. So a Western Desert campaign will begin in the next episode. But until then, so long for now. And it's probably going to be a long one. The task will not be easy, but we'll do what we can. And in that next episode, well, we shall see the passing of Cassandra and the beginning of the reign of Anaximandros. So, before the deployment, we shall crown Anaximandros as the new king of the Hellenic League. So finally, so long for now.